Hi, everybody. My name is Sharon Davis from Angelics-Speak.com, where I channel the voice of archangels. On this channel, which was requested by Archangel Michael, mostly it seems that Archangel Michael will be coming through, and I believe that will happen again today. So without further ado, let's start. Greetings, everyone. This is Michael. Welcome. Today I'd like to speak about love. A couple of days ago, many of you celebrated Valentine's Day, and many others wished that you could celebrate Valentine's Day and had many difficult emotions arise. Perhaps you lost a loved one and are grieving. Perhaps you are alone or had a recent breakup and are in pain because of this. So Valentine's Day in the countries that celebrate it often brings up strong emotion. Perhaps you hoped that your loved one would surprise you with a celebration and nothing happened. Or perhaps you even got in an argument on Valentine's Day. For those of you who don't know and don't celebrate this in your country, Valentine's Day is a celebration of romantic love in which often cards, gifts, chocolates are given, frequently by the man to the woman, to celebrate his love for her. Women also celebrate this with their partners, but it often triggers very painful emotions. It's similar to the celebration of Christmas, where people expect a Currier and Ives type of Christmas, and instead, it's a difficult family function. So, about Valentine's Day. How many of you did not experience romantic love on Valentine's Day? How many of you felt great pain in your hearts and loneliness or grief or disappointment that your partner forgot about it or made fun of it, and there was no celebration of your love? So this is a difficult holiday for many of you, just as it is a wonderful holiday for others. The reason is that this is about romantic love. Romantic love, as wonderful as it may be for those of you who are in a relationship, and it's a good one, is fickle, changeable. This is because the mind affects the feelings of the heart. If the mind is unhappy, then the heart closes, or it grieves, or it becomes angry, according to the thoughts of the mind. According to the thoughts of the mind. Divine love, the love in which the great beings speak of, is far beyond the movements of the mind. And it is all-inclusive. It embodies pure love that manifests all of the creation that you walk through in your dream. For you are dreaming that you have a physical form, that you walk on this world. But it feels so real, doesn't it? In the same way, unrequited love, rejection, loss, and being alone stir up incredible movements within the mind, which then stir up the heart. And this is often very difficult on Valentine's Day. For those of you who are extremely sensitive to others' emotions, this also can be a difficult day. You may feel the pain of many other people as they feel the loss or the rejection or the aloneness on that day. And so you suddenly are surprised that you are overwhelmed by intense feelings when you were fine before. Now let me give you a secret about this. The reason that you allow their feelings in is because you also have some, at least a trace, if not much more, of the same feelings. If there is no trace of those feelings in your own heart, you will not feel this onrush of others' emotions. So the way to go beyond that is to work through your own feelings. Then it is much easier to simply send love and light to everyone and move on. Many of you who are empathic complain that you must stay alone, away from a lot of public functions or other people, because you take on so much of others' emotions. Listen, those emotions are also within you. Work on yourselves so that you are not ensnared when you sense others' emotions. You don't allow them to overwhelm you. When you go out in public, when you are with a group of people or a crowd, learn to close off those subtle sense organs enough that you do not become overwhelmed by others' feelings. You can do this. Just as you shut your eyelids, you can shut off that sensation, that sense organ, for the duration of time that you need to. You can learn to do this. It takes practice. It takes remembering to do it before you find yourself already overwhelmed. But it's very possible. Just as you put on a sweater or a coat when you feel cold, put on your shield around your heart when you are with a group of others. Then you can feel only your own feelings and hear your own thoughts and not take on the emotions and the thoughts of others. This is very important for each of you who have this ability to learn to do. It's very possible. And you will feel so much better and so much more able to engage with life and with others. So learn to do this. Wrap a layer of light around your heart when you go out in public. And if you feel strong emotions coming at you, follow your own breath. Change the direction of your attention to a place that is not focusing on the emotions that you are sensing outside of yourself. And also continue to work on your own emotions. For the things that you have not yet resolved are the things that will overwhelm you. For example, if you go to a football game and there's a lot of people drinking around you, loud and raucous, and you hate it, it drives you crazy, it doesn't feel good. Know that a part of that, although it may be small or subtle, is still within you. Perhaps it is a memory of another time, another life in this dream, where you were like that, and you paid dearly for it. Each of you carry so many subtle memories of other times, other places. And those memories arise to the surface when you pick up the same experience in others. So learn to heal those parts. And then even when you perceive what others are feeling, it will not hurt you. It will not pull you down. It will not cause distress. You simply send them love and move on. And if you are with them for a while, just change the focus of your attention. Focus on the light. Focus on love. And if you need to, focus on your breath. For those things will carry you through. Know that you are safe. You are protected. You don't need to hide from the world anymore. Continue to work on yourselves and send love to yourself. Be open to receiving the love from the universe, from the divine source, from the angels, and allow others to give you their love. It is so easy for those who perceive themselves to be in a giving position, whether it's light workers or physical helpers, medical people. These are people that have set the task for themselves to give to others. But it's a two-way street. When you give and give and give to others, you will feel empty unless you learn to receive. Let it be a flow where divine light comes through you and flows out, where love pours through you and moves outward to others. If it is only you giving, you will begin to feel empty and drained. You have to learn to receive as well. Then not only is love pouring through you to others, but you are receiving it also, and it is filling you up. So often, when people begin to feel pain or suffering in their own selves, they shut off that connection to a higher love. This is because These strong, painful emotions are contractions of the state of love. And when you're contracted, you disconnect from higher energy. So over and over and over again, remind yourselves to remain connected. And when difficult emotions start to arise, move upward to reach back to your connections. Change the direction of your attention and your focus to the light instead of focusing on a pain that you begin to feel within or an emptiness. Then poof, the channel flows again, you fill up, and you're full of love. Then you can't help but radiate love from a space of fullness instead of emptiness. Those of you who have chosen the role of caring for others are doing so to learn to care for yourself. I'm going to repeat that because it's so important. Those of you who have chosen the role of caring for others do so because you need to learn how to care for yourself. There are, of course, many other reasons, but the primary reason, and it is often unconscious even when you set the task prior to having this dream, is because you don't know yet how to truly care for yourself, how to love yourself, how to nurture yourself. So as you are giving to others, give to yourself and learn to receive. Those two things, giving and receiving, always need to remain in balance. As you give, receive. As you receive, give. If either portion is out of balance, so are you. And it will become worse and worse until you must address it. The universe won't let you not address it anymore. So address it before that happens. Learn to receive as you give. So many times, even receiving on a day-to-day basis in your experience, you don't receive. When someone compliments you, you say thank you and forget about it. You don't really take in the compliment. When someone gives you a heartfelt thank you for something that you gave them, your time, your love, your attention, you say you're welcome and you move on, and it rolls right off. It never enters your heart. That deep gratitude that they felt towards you. If instead of throwing it away, you take it deeply into your own heart, it will fill you. So keep these two things in balance, both giving and receiving. So keep these two things in balance, giving and receiving. In honor of Valentine's Day, and in honor of the great beings that each of you are, I send you my love and great blessings. I am Archangel Michael,